So this is a video response to the original Tyler's cutting request video, and I guess this is a video to say that personally I have cut in the past, and it's not an easy subject for me to talk about because I feel like if I do talk about it to someone, they'll think that it's sick. Like in the past when I went to the library, and I don't know if you know the book Cut, but I requested it, and I went to go pick it up, and because I was younger, I had to ask my mom to go pick up this book. And so I went and got it, and she looked at it, and she was like, well, what's that about? And I was like, well, it's about a person who cuts himself. And she was like, that's sick. It was just not a good conversation, so then I shut up for the rest of the car ride home. But from that, it seemed like if I talked to her about it, it wouldn't be a good thing. Also, I did go to counseling once, and I told them that I did this, and my parents were in the room. And after the fact, after I got home, my mom was like in tears, and my dad like was afraid I was gonna kill myself. And then they researched it, but it's not like they ever really talked to me about it, I guess. And so like it didn't help me very much, and eventually I stopped counseling because the lady I was talking to didn't help me with my problems and told me to just suck it up. And yeah. Another thing that makes me a little self-conscious about talking to people about it is because when I was younger, in like 8th and 9th grade, I was trying to express my pain through like poetry and stuff on MySpace or whatever. And so like this kid that went to my school read it or heard about it, and in the poems I had mentioned like the act of cutting or whatever. And so like one day during band class, he decided he was going to put ink on his wrist and make it look like cuts, and then purposely show me, and then tell other people that I cut. And so after that I pretty much didn't want to talk to anybody about it, and that was just not a good thing. I guess it's important for me to stop, and I'm trying to figure out how to do that. But if you haven't done it before, it would be really hard for you to understand like the mental process that you go through. And it's kind of like being addicted to a drug, I guess, because it's like you think about it and you want to do it, and then it's like you have it in front of you, and then you end up doing it, and like afterwards sometimes you feel great, like you just let all your pain out and stuff like that. But sometimes it's like, well, why did I do this? I mean, my body is like fucking hurting and I'm bleeding, and was it really worth it to go through with it? And I guess to anybody that just doesn't understand or hasn't done it yet, I would recommend not doing it because it's really hard to stop. I guess the thing is to just find something that makes you feel better without hurting yourself, like listening to music. And sometimes thinking doesn't help because thinking is what got you there in the first place. But if you try thinking about things like people in your life that matter a lot, and if you're cutting to kill yourself, just think about things that help you live, I guess. I admit I've thought about dying, but that's not the point. The point is that what kept me from it is thinking about things that would be hard for other people. like, if I died, how hard it would be for my parents. Like, I wouldn't want that pain upon them. So maybe I can just get through my pain right now and make them happy still. Or I had this partner in dance, and she was like in 5th grade or something, and I thought, well, if I go through with this, what's she gonna hear? Like, is she gonna understand what suicide is? Are they gonna tell her that her partner committed suicide? Are they just gonna tell her that her partner moved, or something like that? And I didn't want them to lie to her, but I didn't want her to be confused about it. So I just didn't do it at all. Like, so you keep stuff in mind, it keeps you from doing it. So if you're cutting to die, just try and think about things that are good and that will keep you here. And if you're cutting to get rid of your pain, try to find something that will make you in a better state of mind. Like, so you don't have to hurt yourself to get rid of your pain, because hurting yourself to get rid of your pain isn't going to work forever.